The Indiana Fever wrapped up their 2025 WNBA preseason with a hard-fought 81-76 victory over the Atlanta Dream. While the final score tells part of the story, this game offered a deeper glimpse into evolving identities, strategic experiments, and roster chemistry just days ahead of the regular season tip-off. In this War Room breakdown, we go beyond highlights. We're analyzing tempo, matchups, lineup executions, and critical decision-making under pressure. This is where the preseason ends and the real WNBA chessboard begins. Welcome to Gintotski Sports, your spot for all things sports. From legendary moments and big-time plays to inspiring stories and deep dives, we bring you the content that keeps the game alive. If you love sports as much as we do, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. Indiana came out composed in the first quarter, imposing control early. Aliyah Boston anchored the paint, and Caitlin Clark immediately impacted pace, setting the tone with sharp passes, quick transitions, and off-ball movement. The Fever led 21-16 after one. In the second quarter, Atlanta punched back. Their defense tightened, forcing turnovers and capitalizing on transition buckets. The Dream cut the lead and even briefly held momentum. Still, the Fever carried a slim 42-40 edge into halftime, thanks to clutch baskets by Mitchell and steady boards from Boston. The third quarter showcased Indiana's ability to adjust. Kelsey Mitchell found her rhythm, stretching Atlanta's defense with key perimeter shots. Clark's gravity opened up space for role players, and Indiana rebuilt a two-possession lead. The final quarter belonged to Lexie Hull. With 11 of her 14 points coming in the fourth, Hull gave Indiana the edge they needed. Atlanta stayed within striking distance but couldn't close. Missed rebounds and lack of half-court structure in crunch time cost the Dream late. Indiana's offensive structure is built around tempo and spacing. Clark's vision and passing created dynamic opportunities. Boston continues to be a stabilizing force inside, and role players like Hull showed they can finish games. When in rhythm, this team can score with anyone. Turnovers are still an issue. Clark committed 5, often under pressure or overreaching on skip passes. Transition defense also lapsed, particularly when Indiana's rotations were slow on defensive recovery. Off-ball actions for Clark, pin downs, elevator screens, and two-guard flare sets can diversify their offense and protect her from physical defenders. Their bench has scoring and energy, and tighter role definitions could unlock a potent second unit. Clark's defensive assignments will be tested by elite backcourts. If she's targeted or gets into foul trouble, Indiana's backcourt depth could be exposed. Similarly, without Boston on the floor, rebounding drops off significantly. The Fever need dual-tempo versatility. Against fast teams, push transition. Against playoff defenses, slow it down and work through Boston. Clark must be used as more than just a ball handler. She should be moved off screens, used in ghost cuts, and shielded from early foul trouble with smart rotational matchups. They also must define bench roles. Lexie Hull proved she can be a closer. Katie Lou Samuelson can stretch defenses. But those roles need consistency and game-to-game clarity to ensure sustainable depth. Defensively, a drop zone anchored by Boston, supported by long wing contests from Hull or Wallace, can help protect Clark and neutralize heavy teams. The Dream have athleticism in abundance. Ryan Howard led with purpose, and their full-court defense rattled Indiana in stretches. Their length and speed allow them to thrive in transition, especially off live ball turnovers. Offensive rhythm disappears in half-court sets. There's too much isolation and not enough movement. Their three-point shooting was inconsistent, and late-game execution lacked direction. Rookie Te-Hina could be the missing link. Her poise and range offer Atlanta a secondary playmaker, especially in second units. Atlanta can also dominate the boards if they tighten rebounding schemes across positions. Atlanta lacks a definitive closer. If Howard is contained or doubled late in games, they don't have a proven second option. Their defensive switching also leads to mismatches they fail to recover from. The Dream must clarify their half-court identity. They cannot rely solely on Howard. Creating late-game sets, whether for pow-pow, Haley Jones, or zone-breaker plays, will be critical. Defensively, they're caught between high-switching chaos and traditional help schemes. They must pick a philosophy and drill it into habit, or smart offenses will continue to exploit indecision. Rebounding must be a collective mission. Guards need crash assignments, and bigs must own the box out. Indiana beat them on effort late, and that's not a schematic issue. That's an accountability one. Preseason is about discovery, and this game revealed plenty. Indiana looks unified. Their stars are connecting. Their role players are producing. The next step is consistency and control. Atlanta is fast, physical, and dangerous, but still undefined in key areas. They leave this game with questions to answer and systems to stabilize. The curtain now rises on the regular season, where every possession counts and every weakness gets magnified. For the Fever and the Dream, the next battle isn't about talent, it's about execution. Thanks for watching Gintotski Sports. If that video hit home or gave you something to think about, drop a like and let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories that bring the heart of sports to life. Until next time, stay inspired and keep chasing greatness.